So in my last video, I played a comp with 4 stun cards, and I really liked it, and I thought it was super good. So I'm just gonna play the exact same comp again because not only was it a super good comp, I also had a ton of fun with it. Like, I was genuinely actually enjoying the game. It wasn't boring. It didn't feel repetitive, and really the reason why I think is because it was just so fun to see my opponents just not be able to attack. It's such a toxic comp, and that's what I kind of like about it. And I'm gonna keep playing it because I think it's a really good comp. I kind of want to see how it is after the balance changes. And yeah, it's just a super fun comp to play. This is actually my second take. Also, this is actually my second take of this video because in the first take my audio messed up, and I also lost a couple times more than I normally would, but right now we're at top 5,000, and hopefully we're going to be able to climb up to maybe top 4,000 or top 3,000. I haven't been able to play as much recently, which is why I'm so low. Earlier in the season, I was top 500, so just to prove that I'm not absolutely horrible at the game to you guys. Um, I really enjoy this comp. I think it's super fun. It's Knight, Goblin Machine, Spear Goblin, Ewiz, E-Giant, and Musketeer. And it just does so much stun. It's super fun to play. And I just really started to enjoy playing with this particular comp. And we're going to get the 2-star Musketeer. How it works is each of the stun cards in this deck, the Musketeer, the Goblin Machine, the Ewiz, the E-Giant, they all stun at different times. So that means that because these stun times are all so very different, they will perma-stun the entire team, the whole game. And it is super annoying, and I would never want to play against it if I was, playing against it. I would just be very mad because my team that I worked for, my whole team of like 3 stars or whatever, they all just can't attack for the entire game. Now, it is hard countered by juggernauts, and juggernauts are very good this season, but I found that it's actually good enough to still get past the juggernaut shield and continue to be good after those juggernauts, even after the juggernaut shield wears off. So that's where the knight kind of comes in right here. It kind of tanks for the team long enough so the juggernaut damage, or so they outlast the juggernaut shield. And once they do that, it's just kind of smooth sailing from there because their troops don't attack you. Now, the one problem that I have noticed this comp kind of faces is sometimes the game just doesn't end because you've noticed that was a nice musketeer stun, and then the machine stuns, nice, good stuns. Okay, but towards the end of the game just takes so long that it's really hard to actually finish the round before your stun troops can finish off the other team. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically at the end of the round, if you haven't killed all the enemy troops, then you just tie, and however many troops you have left on the field is how much damage you take. And that is really bad for us. Usually, I think that's bad for the most part. I don't think you really want that. But it is a part of the game, obviously. But you can see right here, we're just going to be able to perma-stun this guy. And it's going to take probably a long time, and that's a disadvantage. But look at that. Okay, so the Musketeer stuns. We got the electric in here, the newly nerfed electric, by the way. Look, the Musketeer stuns, and by the time the Musketeer is done stunning, the Ewiz also is done stunning. And by the time the Ewiz is done stunning, the Musketeer is done stunning. So the guy just can't attack the whole game. And that's what makes this comp so much fun. Such an enjoyable... Oops, I just passed it up on accident. But such an enjoyable thing to play. I mean, I've been having so much fun. Like, this is why I'm making this video again. I normally wouldn't make a video twice after, like, the audio messes up. But I was just actually enjoying playing this comp because it's just so toxic, and I don't really like being toxic, but at this time it was really fun to be kind of toxic. And now I have that 3-star musketeer, and she's just gonna, every 2 shots she's just gonna knock back. The machine is normally our first stun condition in this deck, but because he's underleveled, the musketeer can do that. The E-Giant can stun everyone. The musketeer just done it. Okay, that guy, that giant skeleton did a little bit too much, but hey, that just means you get to see the deck and work another round. And the Musketeer would have typically knocked back that E-Giant. I don't know why, or knocked back the uh, Giant Skeleton. I don't know why it didn't, but, that's fine. And another reason why, what I wanted to say, you're supposed to play this with the Goblin Queen because she can give you a ton of goblins that you can use, like the machine. Like, that's really what you want, is you want her to give you some goblin machines, so you can get a 3-star or even 4-star sometimes goblin machine and get a ton of stuns out with that goblin machine bonus. Now this guy does have juggernaut, so he's going to be immune to a lot of this pushback that I'm using, but hopefully we can get fairly lucky. He does have a lot of lower star troops, so a lot of his troops are going to just be perma-stunned by my comp. That is a spot where I think the E-Giant maybe struggles a little bit, is the perma-stun aspect. And hopefully I can get a Spear Goblin. And we might actually just... No, we're not going to knock him out of the game, unfortunately. But we lose. How do we lose that? That Giant Skeleton Bomb is insane, genuinely. And we don't get a... Nice. We don't get a Spear Goblin. Okay, can we get a machine? No, we don't get a machine. There's the Spear Goblin. Okay. So we have the 4-star Spear Goblin now, which is a lot tankier. And we're just going to try and cycle through. I missed that knight. That's unfortunate. There's the E-Giant, and then we can get the Prince right here. And hopefully get maybe like another card that can work out. Or no, maybe not. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to get anything. But I need to look at my placement now, because what I'm doing right now obviously is not working. Actually, I might just keep it the same for one more round. Maybe put my guy right there or something, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's more helpful. I don't think it did much, but let's just see what the stuns can do. Because, okay, look at that. The Musketeer can stun, the E-Wiz stuns, and look at that. Just that one placement is going to do so much more of a difference. The Giant Skeleton Bomb doesn't kill my Spear Goblin, and that should be GG's. Another stun, look at that. And yeah, we do take this win right here, but the game's not over yet, obviously, so hopefully we can continue to cycle through to some more of these cards. Maybe I should have been blocking him. That is one thing I haven't been doing enough recently, is blocking my opponents, but I don't know, I just haven't been at really top ladders, so I haven't, been losing games because I haven't been blocking, but I probably should be. Also, surprising that I haven't got a Goblin Machine from the Queen yet today. That's just something that is very interesting to me. I don't know why. Usually my Queen gives me a lot of machines, but today she's not. Okay, he switched up his entire positioning away from my dummy, unfortunately, but I don't know if that's going to be good. I think the machine's going to walk to the dummy or not. This could be bad, honestly. Let's see. I'm still curious. No, I think we lost this game, unfortunately. Unless the Musketeer can do something, I don't think she will be able to. Nah, so we do lose this game, unfortunately. That was my fault. It was not the comp's fault. Really unfortunate stuff there. Should have won that game probably if I would have been smarter with my positioning and stuff. But let's go ahead and go into the next game here. If we can load into one. I do think that Juggernauts being strong just really hurts this comp, and I also think that me playing this comp hurts this comp because I didn't play that game very good. But with the Queen, I'll just give you some tips on the Queen now that I'm in my second game. It's very important to win the early games because... Oh, rats, he predicted me. It's really important to win the early games because that's going to give you the goblins from your Goblin Queen. And it's more important to win the early rounds than it would be to get like a Goblin synergy or something. Just because that early... Oh, are we serious? The early Goblin is so much more valuable than like a Goblin synergy. And you also conserve the round. That is really annoying that knight stayed alive on 7 HP. That's really unfortunate for me. So yeah, that's just one thing that you need to learn with Queen, is that it's about getting as many enemy troops down as you possibly can. If you do that, you'll win every game. You should win every game. And hopefully we can get some early wins here. Hopefully that should go for the Spear Goblin. It's not for some reason. I don't know why that didn't go for the Spear Goblin. That doesn't make any sense. This guy, luckily for me, this guy had... What is my Goblin doing? My Goblin just changed up his pathfinding for some reason. We actually get 2 Goblins right there, which is very handy. I'll go ahead and cycle here. And we're going to get a 3-star Goblin next round. That's big. Love to see that. Let's see, what else can I get? Probably gonna get the Executioner, just in case I get like a. Okay, there's an Ewiz or an E-Giant. I might get. No, I think I'm just gonna take the win for now. That guy sold his Musketeer, so I might be able to get that. But yeah, I'm just gonna take the win for now. I believe. I might have liked to get a Goblin synergy, to be honest, but everything should be okay. I should still do good this round. The dummy's gonna go down here, and so is his knight, and then the machine. Hopefully, I can get the machine out of the way. He's gonna do. Machine's just an annoying card. It just does the stun condition. I don't really like stun, as I say when I'm playing a deck with 4 stun cards that's meant to literally perma-stun my opponent to make them rage quit. But I think that stun metas are super toxic. I don't think anyone really wants to see them in the game. Obviously, we're gonna see them in the game now, probably more because they're very good. But I don't think people really want to see stun metas. I'm thinking about selling my 3-star Goblin here, but I don't think it's a good idea. Let's just go for the Spear Goblin here for the thrower bonus. And hopefully, yeah, okay. That's fine. Hopefully we can get some Goblins here. And hopefully we can also win the round. I don't think I positioned my troops the best. Man, we're going to get a 4-star Goblin or something. But I'm going to sell. I think I'm going to sell my Goblin because I don't want the Goblin, to be honest. I also heard that they changed like something with the Executioner's targeting ability that makes him better or something. But I haven't really seen it this game. He seems to be still whiffing a ton. But I guess we'll just have to see, as the season goes on. I'm going to go ahead and sell my Executioner right there, or my Goblin right there, to hopefully get a good card or something. I need some good cards, please. Can I get an E-Giant or a Knight or something? Or not, or just nothing. You just, that was just a suggestion. I didn't really want to win. Okay, I probably should have looked to see if anyone was blocking. No, there's literally no one blocking it. I just got horrible luck. If I lose this game, it's literally because I just got bad luck there. That is really unfortunate. Probably gonna lose. Hopefully the Ewiz can do something. Ewiz stun, please. Okay, Ewiz stuns. Nah, we're done. Stun them. Okay, I'm still alive. I'm alive on 1 HP, but I don't like how it's looking for us right now. I need an E-Giant or something. I just need a card. Can I just get a good card, please? Are we serious? Okay, there's the E-Giant, but it's way too late. I have no elixir for it. I have to sell my P.E.K.K.A, right? Yeah, I have to sell my P.E.K.K.A for it. There's the Musketeer. Okay, that's not bad, but I need more. Oh, there's the E-Wiz. Oh man, this could have been so good. I got comp block on the E-Wiz, but I don't think I can win this game realistically. He's got Rangers with the Dar Goblin. It's 3 stars. He's got full Juggernauts, so it's a hard counter. I just don't see how I win this game. Oh, E-Wiz does like no damage. Man. We were close. We weren't actually close. Bad game. Couldn't get the cards that I wanted. Couldn't get a high star cards. I'm going to go ahead and play another game. Just because I want to showcase how good this comp is when it actually works, So Echo Bench, that's nice. That's actually a fun modifier that I enjoy playing. We're going against this guy right here. Random person, 498. Wow, interesting. What a name. And I'm just going to go and try and win this first round here. He's just going to sack it, surprisingly. That's interesting. I don't know why he wouldn't put a troop out there at least. Maybe at least try to win that, but I'll take it. But, okay, I think I understand. Because he didn't have anything that would help him. So he just decided that he was going to sell his or just not buy troops and not put them out there, so I wouldn't get a Goblin from that. That's actually a very smart strategy. I can't lie. I mean, bad for me, but smart on his end to, utilize the fact that the Goblin Queen gets elixir from, or gets goblins from defeating troops to not put any troops out there. That's a smart, good awareness by him. And I think that's just a smart play for Empress users. Now, I am going to get this E-Giant right here. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to get the Musketeer, and then probably just going to get another Musketeer and put it in the slot. And then I'm going to get the machine here. I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell stuff for the machine. Look at that! I actually get. Man. Okay. Well, now I'm just gonna put the machine in the slot because I'm gonna get the musketeer next time and comp block that. So hopefully our E Giant can get some good value right here with this stun. So Supercell said in their last balance release that they wanted him to tank through his stun, but I don't think his stun is good enough for him to actually be a true tank with his stun. Like, yes, he's like a tank. Like, technically, I would say he's a tank, but he also does like no damage with his stun. So it's really not helpful, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he's still technically a tank, but the only reason why I'm playing him is for the electric synergy, which did also get an emergency nerf. I'm pretty sure, because they realized that 50% damage was just way too strong, and yeah, that's exactly the case. That's exactly the case. 50% damage is just way too strong. How did this guy lose with a 3-star machine? I really don't know. That's kind of crazy. I guess he had weak other troops. Maybe he lost to the uh, skeleton giant skeleton. Why do I always say skeleton giant? I said that in my last video too, or in the video that didn't get posted because I had audio problems. I said skeleton giant. I keep saying skeleton giant instead of giant skeleton. Is that like bad? I don't know. I don't even think it's that big a deal, but it just drives me crazy, especially when I like watch it back and I'm like, why did I say skeleton giants? That just makes me mad. Okay, so I have the full comp right here, and I have a 3-star knight, which is very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this for the Ewiz, and then I'm gonna. Oh no, I don't have enough elixir. Okay, so hopefully I get like elixir mid round, and I'm able to maybe get a uh, a dark goblin or something that I can sell to get my E giant. But okay, he does have juggernauts. What? Why would he not put the juggernauts in the right position? Okay, I feel like he kind of misplayed on his juggernauts because his E giant is gonna get stunned. Yeah, his E giant and stuff they get stunned. Look at how much damage that electric did. What? That's crazy. Okay, that was actually really lucky on his end. That just stunned my musketeer. Just reset my musketeer stun. Please, please, please. Don't give me the E giant. Give me the E giant. No, I didn't get in the slot. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. No, that's actually messed up. Oh, that stinks. Okay, let's get the 3-star Ewiz instead. We're playing this guy, so we actually just get a free round here. Um, I'm gonna get the 3-star Ewiz just because it reduces the cooldown. I think probably it's more useful than the E Giant. Is it useful? I don't know. How long does it take the E Giant I feel like the E Giant takes too long to ramp up his stun. I feel like they need to make it just a little bit quicker for the initial stun, and then maybe after that give it more cooldown. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, he permastuns, but he also doesn't do any damage, and he also doesn't really isn't really useful with like tank wise because he only has what 2000 HP at level 2, and that's basically the same as a uh, as a goblin machine who is a stun condition. And that's my term for like stun, like a unit that stuns. I don't know, but he's a stun condition, so he's not like made to, I guess, stun troops a ton. I guess he's not made to tank. That's what I meant to say. So the machine isn't meant to tank. The E giant is, but we're going to make the E giant have the same health as the um, goblin machine. It just doesn't make sense. Also, this guy's comp is crazy. He's got uh, juggernaut. He has he's got like I. This is crazy. He's got so many 3-stars. The electric synergy just did a lot. Um, yeah, this guy will probably beat me in the long run, but unfortunately, my guy's also stunned at the same time, which isn't how this comp is designed, but you know, uh, I guess that's how it goes sometimes. Hopefully, I can get like a machine or something. Oh, I do actually get a machine. Okay. Could I win this possibly? Is it possible? I don't even know. How would I want to knock this back? So I would want my. Okay, he's got the baby dragon. So where would I want to? Okay, so I want my knight here. I would want to have my machine. Maybe I go for this placement. This is a different placement that I was thinking about um, doing because both of my guys, they both get the juggernaut. So I'm thinking this might work. Hopefully, I'm really not sure if this will work, but if it does, it'll be great. He's not putting his giant skeleton in the front, which is a huge blunder, I think, because the skeleton dies and okay, he's still just this guy just had an insane comp. What in the world was that comp? What do I realistically do against that? Like that's so much elixir compared to mine. I just don't think it was possible to get the win there. But still a really fun comp. Unfortunately, Juggernauts kind of ruins it. But let's see what we are at the end of the video. We started like top 5. Ooh, nice. Let's see what we get. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. And then we get the 1 star for that. But I'll take the money minus. Okay. At the end of the video, we're 4,700. We really didn't move up or down any, which I guess is okay. But I kind of just wanted to showcase this comp, and for the second time, I did do a lot better in the first video. But if you guys enjoyed, be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.